The Police, Roxanne. It's a real fun exercise here in staccato chord strumming. And just jump right in now. We got, essentially we're just going to be worrying about like the top three strings here, the G, B, and E. All right. And like I said, just staccato style. So we're going to just strum it and then just cut it like right after. All right. So just real choppy, short chords here. All right, and the intro here, it's going to give us a couple measures worth of a G minor. Okay, so we're just going to do that like this, where we're 3 on the G, B, and E. All right, and just 4 strums each, 2 measures. So it's just, all right. So it's like you're strumming, and then just you bring the rest of your fingers back to just help mute, or just lift, lift to where the string's dead and don't fret them and just bring them back up. So just kind of, all right. All right, so that'd be the intro. We just get a couple measures with that. All right, and then we get into this progression now. And it's essentially the verse progression. It happens once in the intro without the vocal, okay? And then with the verse, it happens twice all the way through. All right, so we're just still going with that G minor on the 3s. All right, just 1 measure's worth. All right, and now we would change to go a D minor. Okay, so 1E, 3B, 2G. Same strum, same style, all that. Okay, the whole strumming and timing of all these are all going to stay the same until the very last chord. But yeah, essentially we're just changing spots and just strumming it the same way. Okay, so we're on this D minor. We'll just do 1 measure's worth of this. All right, and now we come up and do G minor again, but we're going to voice it a little different now. We're going to be 7 on the G, 8 on the B, 6 on the E. Okay. All right. And now we go to a F, interesting voicing. Okay, we're going to be 5G, 6B, 5E. All right, and then down 2 frets, that same shape, okay, to an E flat. So 3G, 4B, 3E. All right, and now we go to the bottom half of what would be a 4 F suspended 4. Okay, so it's 1 on the E, 1 B, and then 3 on the G. All right, so 4 of that, and this is where the timing shifts a little bit. We kind of just cram this G suspended 4 just real quick at the end there, just before the measure's out. And then we would just hold that chord for the next measure too. Okay, and all that is just take what that F suspended 4 we were just at, okay, the 1E, 1B, 3G, and just bring that up 2 frets so that we're 3E, 3B, 5G. All right, and that one, like I said, you cram it in at that very last count and just hold it and let it ring throughout the couple measures. All right, so just put this whole progression together here. And like I said, that happens once by itself in the intro and then goes through it twice in the verse. All right, next section, pre-chorus. Okay, with this progression, we're going to start at the E flat. Okay, so we'll be at that 3G, 4B, 3E. Okay, same, and the strumming is all the same still. Okay, just that staccato short style. All right, so right there. Okay, now we go to the F suspended 4, 3G, 1 on the B and E. Okay, bring it up 2 frets for the G suspended 4. And in this, we're going to do 2 measures worth. All right, then we go back to our E flat. Back to the F suspended 4. And then the same as that verse ending, we just cram in that G suspended 4 at the last beat. Okay, and just let that ring out. Okay, so put that all together. Okay, now getting into the chorus here, there's kind of like this little intro section of the chorus where we're just building up, all right, and then we're just going to really bust into the chorus. So we're going to come up to our G5 chord here, so just 3E, 5A, and you're going to want to just strum it like eighth note strums, just, and like I said, just kind of build it for, about a measure and a half. All right, and with those last couple beats of the second measure, we're going to do C5, so 3A, 5D, and then down 2 frets to the B flat 5, 1A, 3 on the D. All right, and that would lead us into basically like everybody coming into the chorus and kicking off on that B flat 5 section. Okay, so just put this section together for you. All right, so now we're like cooking with this chorus, and like I said, it's gonna start off on that B flat 5 here. So we're still at the 1A, 3D. We're gonna rock that out for about a measure and a half, eighth note strums. All right, and kind of like we did with the previous section, we do these kind of pickup chords at the end of the measure. Okay, so this time we're going to go to E flat 5, which is 1D, 3G. Bring it up 2 frets for the F5. All right, and that's where we'll be at for the next measure and a half, eighth note strums. All right, and now we do F5 up here with the 1E, 3A. Up 2 frets for the G5. Okay, and it's kind of like now we're starting back where the chorus intro was. All right, so we're just going to rock that G5 for a measure and a half. And then we'll be back at our C5 to B flat 5. All right, okay, so put this all together. On the first chorus, once we get through that whole progression once, okay, and then we'll start to go through it again. Okay, we'll be at our B flat 5. Okay, do our E flat to F. But here on the first chorus, once we get to this section where we're going back to our F5 to G5, basically we just do that, and once we get to the G5, we just hit it once and let it ring for a couple measures. Okay, and then everything kind of mellows out, and that would get us back into the verse and the pre-chorus section. Okay, so after we go through the verse and the pre-chorus, again, just as we did before, we would get to the second chorus, and it starts the exact same way that the first one did, where we just build up with our G5, and then go C to B flat. Okay, so that does the same thing. Okay, but once we get to the chorus again, the second time, basically we're just going to repeat this all the way through, and just all the way till the fade out of the song. So you just jam through this as many times as you want. Like I said, just all the way till the fade out. So, maybe 6 times. That's probably good. It's up to you. Use your discretion. And that's all the sections. Let her rip. Thanks for checking out the video, everybody. Like it, share it, leave a comment. It's always good to hear from you. Do me a favor and hit the subscription button. I put out a video pretty frequent, so you don't want to miss out on that. Check out the links in the description box below. I have really cool links for tablature books, all the gear I use, t-shirts, fun stuff like that. So thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.